Hey guys, it's me again. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so this is 9.2 multiplying radicals. This is the foldable that you guys received, or should have received, hopefully. And so we're just going to go through each of these steps, determine if the radicals can be multiplied together. The radicals must have the same index. So these are both index 2. So yes, we can multiply these because they are both index of 2. All right, so now we go ahead and move down to the next step, and it says multiply the coefficients. Well, the coefficients are -4 and -1. So we have the -4 times -1, which is going to give us +4. Then we're told to multiply the radicands. So that's that square root of 15 and the square root of 3. So the square root of 15 times the square root of 3 is the square root of 45. Now, last but not least, it tells us to simplify the answer. Okay, so I'm going to put this together. So we have 4 times root 45. Now, root 45 is not in its simplest form. I'm going to look at my prime factorization, foldable, flippable, whatever, reference sheet, and find out what my 45 is. And in this case, it's 3 squared times 5. So we have 4 times the square root of 3 squared times 5. So I have a pair of 3's. That 3 needs to come out front. So we have 4 times 3 times the square root of 5. So in simplest form, this is 12 square root of 5. All right, so now moving on to your poof book. And remember, it's a hot dog fold, and then you do 2 hamburger folds, and then you cut it from the fold to your first crease. Then you hot dog fold it, and you poof it together. It's in Schoology if you still don't know it, or just Google it on YouTube. How to make a poof book. Seriously. All right, now looking at this one, we have 3 root 12 times root 6. So if I follow the steps that we did on this graphic organizer, it said to multiply, determine if we can multiply them first. Yep, they're both index 2. And now we multiply the coefficients. So that's 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Square root of 12 times the square root of 6 is going to give me the square root of 72. Okay, now we need to use the prime factorization book, and that's going to give me 72 is 2 times 2 times 2, 2 cubed, times 3 squared, so 2 3's. So we have a pair of 2's, we have a pair of 3's. So I have 3 times 2 times 3 on the outside, and then I have a 2 remaining underneath the radical symbol. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18, so now we have 18 square root of 2. All right, now let's take a look at the next one. Let's see, that was blue. All right, so I see right away that these are both index 2, but I also see that they both have a 20. So I'm not going to do 20 times 20 is 400. I'm going to go ahead and leave that as 20 times 20 underneath the radical because they're already a pair. And I kind of skip forward. That's 1 and that's 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. So the coefficients don't really have an effect on this. Then we have x squared and then an x. So I have a total of 3 x's underneath my radical symbol. So I have a pair of 20's and a pair of x's, and then I have 1 x remaining. So I have a 20x on the outside and then an x underneath. And that's the answer. That's the simplified form. We are just moving along, aren't we? All right. And then finally, for today, this and the last two we're going to say for 9, 5, right? So we've got the square root of 15n squared times the square root of 10n cubed. These are both index 2, and these both have a coefficient of 1, so that's not going to change anything. I can multiply them. So this is going to be the square root of 15 times 10 is 150. And then I have n squared times n cubed, so that's a total of 5 n's. Okay, so now I need to simplify this big number. Well, 150 is even, so I'm going to divide it by 2 because I'm wanting to get to a number that is less than 100 so that I can use my prime factorization reference foldable. So then we have 2 times 75, and then I have n to the 5th. So if I expand this out, I have 2 times 3 times 5 times 5, and then I have 5 n's. Okay, so I circle the pairs that I have. I have a pair of 5s, a pair of n's, and another pair of n's. So I'm going to bring a 5 out, an n out, another n out, and then underneath the radical, I have 2 times 3 times n. So this is going to be 5n squared on the outside, and then 6n underneath the radical symbol. And that's it. So it looks intimidating, but you just do it in pieces and it's not so bad. So if you guys have any questions, any problems with it, stop in and see me or email me and I will be more than happy to help you.